Hello Taurus, I hope you're all well and thanks for tuning into my channel. This is your general reading for the month of February for Sun, Moon and Rising signs of Taurus, and it'll cover all aspects, being a general reading, love, money, career, whatever comes up that's important for you to know about. And I try to cover all situations, whether you're single, partnered up, working or not working, and provide you with a good overall view of what energies are at play at different times of the month, so you know what to expect. And just bear in mind that one card can have multiple different meanings according to your situation too, so just take what you think resonates with your situation and use your own judgment. So we'll get started with your reading and see what your oracle cards have to say for Taurus for February 2021. And you have this one, Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So some of you could be healers or involved in the healing profession. That's what I'm picking up there. And you also have soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. And the animals that they show in here are all very sociable animals too. And on their own, they can't survive, but as a member of a group, they're much more successful. So another oracle card for Taurus for February. And you have Temple of Lyra. Your originality and your natural state of being is shining forward now, as your heart is expressing its true purpose. Get a wisdom of the oracle card for you. And you have number 14, truth be told. So someone might be wearing a bit of a mask during the month of February. Taurus, not all might be as it seems. So just use your intuition here. I'm just going to have a look in her little guidebook and see if there's any more information for you. Okay. So it says honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. And it's about revealing your true self to the world. All the good things and the bad things, and being authentic. It says be authentic and gloriously flawed, and spirit will answer with miracles. And it says, if you want to be a healer, do you set time aside to learn new things to help you serve? A writer must write, a singer must sing. Be true to your calling. Being true to your calling is essential to your moving forward. And it's time to have a look at the real honest truth about your thoughts, feelings and beliefs about prosperity, about your relationship to money and to meaningful work. Ask yourself, what is true for me? And you will find the key to abundance. And we all have these negative thoughts and self-sabotaging thoughts that can hold us back from achieving success and true fulfillment. So we'll get into your tarot now, Taurus. Can we have some further guidance for our Taurus, please, for the month of February 2021? Spirit guides and angels. So your first card out is the Chariot, number 7. And then you have the 7 of Voices. I'm going to lay all the cards out and then I'll go through them with you. And then you have the 7 Emotions. So 7 of Emotions, or the 7 of Cups. So you've got 3 sevens in a row now. So you might want to look up angel number 777, or the 7th of February could be important as well. And then you have the Ace of Emotions, or the Ace of Cups, the 5 of Inspiration, or the 5 of Wands, and the 6 of Emotions. So a lot of water, emotions, energy in your reading, Taurus. And we'll get another one for your outcome, the Lovers, number 6. So 2 number 6s, a 5 and 3 number 7s. And 3 number 7s in old-fashioned tarot card reading used to mean a pregnancy. But it could be the birth of a new idea, birthing something into existence, a creative project, something like that. So I might just get another card for the 7 of Emotions. Why is the 7 of Emotions here for Taurus? And you had the World come out, number 21. So that's freaky because 3 sevens are 21. So it might be some sort of fated happening here for you, Taurus, with all this numbers repeating and adding up like that. And I got another card for the 5 of Inspiration as well, the 9 of Materials. So how this reading works, Taurus, if you haven't watched my videos before, is this is the beginning of February through to the middle of February through to the end of February. These cards probably represent around the time of the full moon at the end of the month, February 27th, and we're having a full moon in Virgo. Just move the camera down a bit so you can see the cards better. So, these first cards, you've got the Chariot and the Seven of Voices, representing early February here, Taurus. And I feel you're moving forward with confidence here with the Chariot, early February. And you do have fiery Mars in your sign at the moment, which will be giving you more energy and zest for life. And you also have Uranus in your sign, so there could be some big changes or big decisions to make as well, especially because you have the Seven of Cups in the World here in your reading the next two cards. But the Seven of Voices in a reading does indicate that someone may be being a little bit sneaky or trying to pull the wool over your eyes, because there's a little fox in the picture, and this woman here has the head of a fox. And you had that card before about truth be told. So someone may not be being entirely honest about something, maybe wearing a bit of a mask. And I feel that you'll be too wise, and with the little owl here, Taurus, that you'll be able to see right through the facade. So just use your intuition, whatever this situation is here, Taurus. If someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes, and if something doesn't feel right, or if something is too good to be true, it often is. And it could also be a message to keep your ideas to yourself, or someone else could try and take credit for them, or could be the other way around, and someone could be accusing you of stealing their ideas. And this does happen in business these days, because we have all these rules to do with copyright and all this sort of thing. So maybe if you have got a good idea, keep it to yourself, or get it patented, I can't say that word, get it copyrighted. And the Chariot can be a message to take control of a situation as well. If someone's behaving this way, before things get too messy, and to focus on your own agenda without others trying to sway you off course. And the Seven of Voices can be a card of self-sabotage and the negative voice inside our head that tells us, you know, we aren't good enough, it could never happen to us, all that sort of thing. And this self-sabotage that prevents us from finding true happiness and fulfillment and success. But you do have two cards of victory here. You have the Chariot is a card of victory, and you also have the World later on in your reading. So I feel that any challenges that you'll face in early February, you're going to be overcoming them. And Next you have the Seven of Emotions and the World. And I feel the message of the Seven emotions here, Taurus, and the World, is don't limit yourself. Don't limit your choices, because the world is saying that you have a lot more opportunities available to you than you originally thought. And the old saying goes, the world is your oyster. And I feel that something that starts just as an idea or a project turns out to have a much bigger outcome than you first thought. So that might be why you're getting the message earlier on. If you've got a great idea, don't share it around too much, because someone might steal it. And there could also be a choice involved with the Seven of Emotions. And just use your intuition as to what is the best choice for you, the best way to move forward, because some of the options aren't good and some of them are. This little one turns out to be a shark, and this one looks a bit deformed. So it might be turning out to be a much bigger, what starts out as what you think is just a run-of-the-mill choice in your life could turn out to have much bigger consequences than you originally thought with the world, Taurus. So just keep that in mind early February, leading up to the time of the new moon in Aquarius. And I feel that everything's going to work out better than you had expected, really, here with the Ace of Emotions, because it's a lovely card of love in all its forms, of unconditional love that we have for our close ones, our family, and romantic love. And it's also about joy and fulfillment. So it could be new love for some of you with the Ace of Emotion here. Maybe with a Cancerian, because it's underneath the Chariot here, the card of Cancer. And Cancerians are usually quite a good match for Taurus, although they are known to be emotional, and that might get on your nerves a bit sometimes, but generally they're supposed to be a very good match for Taurus. And the Ace of Emotions coming out here is a good sign that you've overcome the challenges with flying colours that may have been represented by the previous cards, the Chariot, and whatever choice you had to make with the Seven of Cups and the World. And I feel that whatever choice that you made is now bringing you a lot of happiness and fulfillment here with the Ace of Emotions. And it's also about spiritual fulfillment as well, and making the best decision based on your highest self and the highest good for everybody involved. And this card probably represents the time around the new moon in Aquarius on the 11th of February, or just after the new moon, because new moons can bring in new beginnings and open doors that we previously thought were closed. And this new moon is in your 10th house of achievements, social status and life path. So it could be some sort of a reward or recognition coming in. And your ruler, lovely Venus, Saturn, Jupiter and the Sun are all in this 10th house from early February. So it's what's called a stellium, and it's when 3 or more planets are all in the same house, and it's quite rare, and it's happening for all the signs. And I encourage you to watch your rising sign if you know what it is, because this stellium that we have in this month can affect your rising sign, probably even more so than your sun sign. And then mid to late February, you have the 5 of Inspiration and the 9 of Materials coming out. And with the 5 of Inspiration or the 5 of Wands, passions can be running a bit high. But to me, in this card, it looks like more of a scattered energy. And everyone's got their own agenda here, and it could be a bit like trying to herd cats, trying to make plans go smoothly mid-February. And the advice of the 9 of Materials here is to maybe just do your own thing, Taurus, or be the one to take control of the situation. And there could be some ego clashes and squabbles too with the 5 of Inspiration here. And there is a strong focus on your 11th house mid-February as well. And the Sun and the powerful Sun and Neptune will be in this 11th house from the 19th of February. So the Sun in the 11th house is generally about enjoying time with your friends and people in your social circle, your soul tribe they call it these days. But with dreaming Neptune here as well, it can fog things up a bit and maybe make people a bit more emotional than usual. And for example, you might say something and someone takes it the wrong way, that sort of thing. But being minor arcana cards, it's not going to be an earth-shattering event. It might just be a little bit annoying. And you might just be picking up on this energy if you're out with your friends. And also with Neptune energy, your social exchanges can take on more depth during this time. And people are more likely to want to have deep and meaningful conversations. And with the 9 of Materials or the 9 of Earth, your career and your job prospects are usually quite good as well. And it's the card of financial independence. And not only financial independence, but having a little bit extra to afford to buy the little luxuries in life and maybe plan holidays, all that sort of thing. And then these 2 cards, the Lovers and the 6 of Emotions, represent the end of February for you, Taurus. Probably around the time of the full moon in your fellow earth sign Virgo. Excuse me. So there's a full moon on the 27th of February in your fellow earth sign Virgo. So I feel that there will be more balance coming back into your emotional life at the end of February with both these cards. They're both number 6. And number 6 is all about, in numerology, is all about balance and harmony. And the 6 of emotions is about nurturing the inner child and releasing any past hurts and disappointments that you may be feeling. And you might also be a bit nostalgic for the past when the 6 of emotions comes up. And you did get that card before about longing for home, a sense of belonging, all that sort of thing. And I feel the Lovers card is here. And the Lovers is a major arcana card, and it's the card of Gemini. So a Gemini could be important in your life mid to late February as well. And the Lovers energy is bringing in some beautiful, new, fresh energy, I feel, and it could be a new romance for some of you, of course, or it could be renewed love or deepening the bonds with your partner, or it could be spending more time with your loved ones or your children if you have them. And it can also be partnerships, any sort of partnership when the Lovers card comes up, either business or romantic. And it could be a decision to make too when the Lovers card appears in a reading, and it may well have something to do with a child with the 6 of emotions here. And some of you may be going back to a place where you spent a lot of time growing up, or even getting in touch with an old flame that you haven't seen for a long time, or an old friend that you haven't seen for a long time. And you have the full moon at the end of the month shedding a light on your 5th house. And the 5th house is a lovely house to come up here at the time of the full moon, because it's all about having fun, creativity, romance and children. So it's interesting that these 2 cards came up here for you, showing that energy. So I'm going to get a couple of Lovers Oracle cards for you, Taurus. See what's going on in your relationships. And these messages can apply to all relationships, not just the love relationships. Well, some of them are specifically for romance, but some of them are just for relationships in general. And you had this one just fly out and land on the floor, so it wanted to be seen. And it says friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. And then you have this one. New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So a whole new cycle is coming in for you with the World card there, Taurus. And then this one. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So they're your messages for February, Taurus. I hope you receive some guidance from that. And if you did like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It greatly supports the channel. And have a great month. Bye for now.